Hi, this is Paul. I'm coming back with TTM episode number 14. Let's get started. The first one is a 2 of 2 from Ryan Sandberg. This is a 1989 commemorative All-Star set from 1988. And then he signed his Hall of Fame plaque postcard. I sent Mr. Sandberg $20. He signed both items, but I would advise that if you're sending to him, he does $10 a piece, but don't send him any more than two. So send him one, send him two with the appropriate fee, but it's still $10 for a Hall of Fame. You can't beat it. But just send him two, just to be on the safe side. And other TTMers will agree with that statement. The next one is a 101 from Mike Mussina, who signed his Hall of Fame plaque postcard. Inscribed at HUF 19, came out great. And tip from shout out to TTM Mike. He's the one that, when I saw what he did, I did go on the Hall of Fame website and ordered the plaque postcards, 99 cents a piece plus shipping. And I treated him with baby powder and an eraser. So just anytime you have like a chrome card, Hall of Fame plaque postcard, anything that's shiny, baby powder and an eraser will do it. So everybody has their own way. As long as you get the great results, that's all that matters, right? Okay, the next one is by the way, Ryan Sandberg was a 9-day return, and Mike Mussina was a 10-day return. I'm starting to include the time length of me sending him out and getting him back. So the next one is a 101 88 tops on Bruce Benedict. That was 9 days. And again, shout out to Autographs 2000. I got these 88 tops from him. The next one is a 101 in 12 days on the 88 tops from Brad Arnsberg. Then the next one, let me get my notes here, is a 201 on the 88 tops from Scott Bales. He inscribed his MLB debut on it. And then he threw in a 90 tops. It was a bonus. And if I have to look. This could be a double. And if it is, if anybody's interested, and in my other videos, if I mentioned that I have doubles, I'm willing to trade. So I'll have to check this one. It could be a double. If it is, it's up for trade. If anybody's interested, my email's in my channel description, and I'll immediately check. I have to put them away anyway, but there's only so many hours in a day. So the next one is a 101 in 6 days from Joel McKeon. The next one is a 4 of 4 in 7 days from Charlie West, a former NFL player. He signed his Denver Broncos logo photo and inscribed it 1978 AFC West champs and 1979 AFC wild card. When I send these logo photos out, I actually take the time and do research, and I'll ask for inscriptions. If they don't want to inscribe, no, but it doesn't hurt. And he also signed this second Denver Broncos logo photo because he was a coach for them, and I think he just forgot to put down the years he coached, but that's all right. It's no big deal. And then he signed this Detroit Lions logo photo. He played for them from 1974 to 1977. If there's no kind of team accolades or player accolades, I'll just ask him to put the years he spent with the team. But I try and get accolades on him. A lot of them will do it. A lot of them won't. No big deal. And then he signed this Minnesota Vikings logo photo, but I guess he didn't want to use I guess he either have a silver Sharpie or maybe the black wouldn't come out, but he signed the back. He was a member of the 1969 NFL champion Minnesota Vikings. 1969 was the last year that there was a separate AFL and NFL. So the Vikings were the last NFL team before the merger playing the Super Bowl, and the Kansas City Chiefs were the last AFL team. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl. and that was the second Super Bowl for the Chiefs. They lost in Super Bowl one to the Packers, but the first four Super Bowls they had announced the AFL and NFL merger in like 1966, but they agreed that they would go separate for a few years, but they would have the Super Bowl. And originally, the Super Bowl was called the AFL NFL World Championship game. So and then they started, and they also numbered them. Uh, but the Vikings have never actually won a Super Bowl. Okay, and so they've been in a few after the merger, but they've never won a Super Bowl. And the same thing with the Jets, the New York Jets. And I am a New York Football Giant fan, and as you know, them and the New York Jets share MetLife Stadium. And I think I mentioned it to a couple, like TTM Mike, who's a Giant fan, and Chris and Chris collecting cards. Such a beautiful stadium that houses two crappy NFL teams. And I hate to say it, I'm a Giant fan. Uh, Crappy. I mean, just so the Jets. The Jets did what the Mets did. They got a over the hill Hall of Famer to be their quarterback that was going to take them to the promised land. That never happened. But the Jets, since the merger, have never been one of the. And I think them and the Detroit Lions are the only ones, the only team. And you could throw in some expansion teams like the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars, but the Vikings, not the Vikings, but the Lions and the Jets are the two oldest franchises that have not been to a post-merger Super Bowl, and the merger was in 1970. So Jets have never won an AFC title. They've been to a couple AFC title games, lost. I think they lost to Pittsburgh one year. They lost to Miami. When they lost to Miami, that was in 19. That was at the 9-game season when they had what they called the Super Bowl tournament. And then I think they lost to Indianapolis Colts. So, but the Jets, and I think Detroit will change it. I think Detroit's going to the Super Bowl. So, any Lion fans out there, I believe they're going to the Super Bowl. Okay, and then the last return is a 4, 4, and 5 quick days. I sent him $20. That's Cecil Fielder. Cecil signed for $5 a piece. Hopefully, he will continue to sign for $5 a piece, and because hopefully his price won't go up because of all the requests he's getting. But this is a 1991 Donruss highlights card. Then we got the 1988 Fleer. I like the Fleer cards. Then we got the 1991 Fleer, and then the 88 Topps when he was with the Blue Jays. He didn't make his mark till he got to Detroit. I got that 88 Topps again from Autographs 2000. But Cecil Fielder, when he came up, he was first baseman, but they also had the crime dog Fred McGriff. So there was really no room for Cecil. So he went and played in Japan for, I think, a year, and then he came back, and then he took the world on fire when he went to Detroit. I believe he hit 50 homers his first year. You could look it up on his Wikipedia or Baseball Reference. But and then, of course, Cecil was a member of those 1996 New York Yankees that won the World Series. An interesting point about that is that Joe Girardi wore the number 45 in 1996 when the season started. Joe Girardi had worn number 7, and that with the Cubs, and then Joe Girardi played for the Rockies and won number 7. But obviously, when you go to the Yankees, number 7 was retired for Mickey Mantle. So Joe Girardi wore the number 45, but then when Cecil came, he switched to 25, which kind of made sense because 2 plus 5 equals 7. So and then Joe Girardi, when he became the Yankee manager, couldn't get 25. And this is a shout out to the Yankee fans out there, Chris and Chris collecting cards, because Mark Teixeira had the number 25. While Girardi may have taken number 25 in 2008, but he switched when Teixeira came. or no, actually Giambi was there. I can't remember, but so Girardi took number 27. And then when they won the World Series in 2009, that was their 27th World Championship. And then Girardi switched to number 28 because the Yankees were looking for the 28th World Championship, which they still have not gotten. So other than that, that's a little quick Yankee history. I'm actually a Met fan, but I'm up on that stuff. So other than that, hope this video comes out. I think it's going to be 2 weeks before Christmas. So hopefully everybody is enjoying the current holiday season, and I hope to have everybody have happy holidays and all that good stuff. So other than that, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.